Yo, what's up, gang? Welcome back to another Rust console PS5 solo video. Appreciate all the love on my first video. I really worked hard on that, so I do appreciate all the love on that. More Rust content coming soon, but we're back with episode 2. So if you haven't seen that video, please go watch that before you watch this because it'll make a little bit more sense. But starting this video off, I was roaming around naked because Chinook was out, so I decided to see if I was going to get any loot from some new players who forgot to take their gear off. But I didn't find anything, went back to base, geared up, decided to roam for scrap. I'm still trying to research SAR and DB at this point, so I'm doing a bunch of scrap runs. Like I said, I'll sit here and do scrap runs for the rest of this wipe until I get those two guns researched. While I was farming, I heard some fighting, so I decided to go ahead and see if I can grab some gear off some people. I saw this guy off his roof, and I believed he was only fighting this one guy who started shooting his pistol. Oh, and I really wanted that, so I stayed around. I didn't want to take shots because I didn't want them to know where I was. And my aim with the hunting bow is really bad. I don't know why. Like, I'm decent with the crossbow and the compound, but not the hunting bow. I just don't know why. Then this fight turns into a 4-man naked group fighting over a DB, some dead bodies. I don't know where all these people came from, but it got crazy and the server started lagging a little bit. Again, my hunting bow is terrible, so I decided to try to pull out Ioka and go for one of the guys with guns. Come on. I think someone else shot him. I'm missing every shot. I suck with the bow. I'm good with the regular crossbow. Oh, he died. Who's this? I killed them both. I killed the other guy. Oh, God. Oh, I'm about to die. Oh, I killed him! Oh my god, you're so mad. The Yoka is wave. Oh my god, I'm fucking sliming niggas with this bitch. Bro, I just got 2 shotguns, a revolver, another pistol, no ammo. Fuck. Oh, I could put that bullet in there. That was crazy. I need to get back to the fucking crib. I just got out of there though. And there's 100 people on here. It's a full server. Oh, I don't know who this naked is. I hope he's not. Imagine? Is he following me? Okay, no. I thought he had just respawned and then just saw where I ran to. Oh god. I just got a lot of good shit though. I need to research it so I can use it next wipe. So after making that play, you can hear it in my voice how fucking shook I am. So I decided to go back to base and beef it up a little bit, just in case anyone saw me run back. I didn't want to take any chances of getting raided. I was also worried that Naked may have been one of the people I killed who had to respawn back on the beach and saw where I placed my base. Looking back, I don't think he was. But either way, it didn't hurt to upgrade my base. As you can see, I added some honeycomb on the side. Actually, I actually fucked this up. The honeycomb is one block too... It shifted over too much to the left. Actually, this stone wall right there is the one that should be honeycombed because that's where TC is. But I added a second floor, added one more airlock, some honeycomb to the side of my TC, and that was pretty much all of the base upgrades I did for the whole wipe. After I finished that, I decided to farm some animal fat. There was a bunch of boars, and there still are a bunch of boars that just like stay by my house. So I decided to farm some animal fat so I can make more furnaces. I think I only had 1 or 2 at this time. And then I don't think I was looking at the screen. I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't looking at my screen, and 2 people ran up on me fully geared with, I think, a Thompson. And this was the start of a lot of deaths. so bad. If I had DB ammo, I swear to God. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to make a yoga. I wanted to go back with an Ioka and try to kill him, kill one of them, maybe get a gun off of him, but they weren't there and they actually left most of my loot there. They took my crossbow, which I was really pissed about, but when I couldn't find them by my base anymore, I decided to leave it alone and go on a scrap run. Then I found these guys on a scrap run. I was totally not prepared to fight, and this was one of my two mistakes that I made in this fight. Not having my Aoka equipped in the right spot was the first mistake. My second mistake was even though I got this kill and I was going to heal, I should have made sure his teammate was not pushing or reviving. I also could have just left it alone and ran back to base because I did have a full inventory of loot. But I wanted to see what kind of loot these other guys had. They had decent armors, not the best. They had a cleaver, which not a lot of people have. So I decided to take the fight, and this is the outcome. Later on, I heard a guy farming outside of my base, and I saw his friend had a little bit of gear on him. Now, what I did not expect was for him to have a gun. After dying 3 or 4 fucking times, I decided to take one of my shotguns out for a roam and see if I can cause some havoc, kill any fucking thing I see. Starting with this naked. So not long after that, I saw two guys running the road, and I decided to try to creep up on them and see if I can get a shot. Then they started fighting, so I was like, fuck, I'm gonna third party this shit. They both shot something. I believe the naked had a Ioka, and the gear guy had a DB. Then they both started looking at me, and I got worried. So after all those miserable deaths, I decided to give up the PvP for now and continue farming for scrap. I was about to recycle that mining outpost when I ran past this guy blasting an elite chopper into his mic. He took a couple shots with the hunting bow, so I thought he didn't really have much else, but then he pulled out a mace, and that mace was gonna beat my bone knife, so I decided to run. Looked back, and this nigga multiplied like roaches. He literally restarted the song, and they all began to chase me, so I don't know if that's like their war song or some shit, but they chased me far, and I mean far, like what the fuck?
Yo,
After I lost those weirdos, I ran all the way to airfield to recycle the rest of the stuff that I had on me, which as looking back on it wasn't a lot. Then later on into the night, I thought I would try to grub somebody else and get some more guns. I heard these two guys fighting kind of close to my base, and this one guy had the glowing Xbox pickaxe skin, so I could see him very clearly, but I couldn't see the other guy that much who actually had the gun. So it's kind of worrying. After a little while of just watching them, I eventually made a play and got one of them down, but you'll see what happened.
With this game, bro.
So after that guy destroyed my eardrums, I couldn't find his. It sounded like a water pipe to me. I couldn't find his shotgun on the ground at all, and before I knew it, someone else was there to kill me. So even though I did kill a few people this day in the wipe, to me it just felt like death after death after death, and I was over it, so I decided to just go back to farming for scrap. I didn't want to spend all my time just getting loot and dying with it, so I decided to just stick to the grind, make sure I get these two guns researched. Also, I wanted to get med stick researched, so I decided to kill some scientists. And if you don't know, the best way to kill a scientist, in my opinion, is with a full charged compound bow. And to charge a compound bow, you have to be standing completely still. That got me a few times. I was like, why the fuck is this not charging? But we also got the SAR researched. We got the second floor fully upgraded to stone. I was still doing some researching because, like I said, I still got DB, revolver to research, med stick, the ammo for all of these guns to research. The C4 is still 750 scrap to research. I don't think I'm going to get that done, by the way, but we'll see. These guys were door camping me, and then I heard them fighting each other, so I just went out there, quickly killed them. They brought me a little bit of stone and wood, so it was all good. Nice welcoming present. And I guess I still haven't learned my fucking lesson because I'm still PvPing and not going for scrap runs. I did get some stuff researched, so I felt like this was my reward. But following these guys for a long time, I think they were fighting at first, and then I started to target this guy with the gun because I think he's out of ammo or very injured. So I decided to chase him pretty far. Like, he runs pretty far, and he actually runs in the direction of my base. So like a dumbass, I let him lead me all the way back to his base where his teammate is waiting for me in a very good spot behind me somehow and gets a couple bullets off of me. And from there is another downfall. Not long after that, I was going to go back with the Yoka and see if they left my gear, but I saw one of these guys on his way to Outpost. Another dumb death that I probably should have avoided. One thing that I'm gonna start doing in my next wipe is not instantly coming out of my door and fighting people. Because even though I heard this guy, I got the up on him and I was behind him getting shots off, I could have hit that first shot and it would have been a game changer. His teammate was behind me and ended up getting the kill. Now his teammate could have seen me come out of my base and potentially raided me in the future. So in the future, I'm not gonna do that. And sometimes you just gotta look at your deaths and mistakes as a learning experience, and that's why I like to play weekly servers because next week I can instantly try to be better next wipe instead of waiting a whole month. Now I wasn't actually gonna kill this guy. I wanted to again go check and see if they left my crossbow. But he started chasing me with his spear, and I don't trust nobody, so I decided to try to kill him quickly. He took that shot with the yoke. I don't think it hit him fully, but this second shot definitely hit him. And he was still up, and he's naked, so I thought it would have killed him, but I ended up getting him with my spear. I don't know if the Ioka is inconsistent with the damage, but I'm gonna have to look into that. But ending off this video, finally I was able to finally get the DB researched after all this death. So at the end of this, I have a SAR and a DB researched on my way to getting the Metstick and revolver research. So if you want to see that, don't forget to watch my video, episode 3, coming out Friday. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.